Hello, everyone. Welcome back to NMB Takoyaki Parties, episode 76. My name is Matt. I'm joined by Jeff, who's in a hotel
in Kyoto.
In Kyoto.
Oh,
Not
celebrating Suuchan's birthday.
Celebrating Suuchan's birthday.
Oh,
Jeff, you bad boy. You.
Wait, it's actually today.
It is, yeah.
it is today. Yeah.
And none of the members have commented on it yet.
Yeah. On Jeff being there, yeah, we don't talk about that.
Why are you in Kyoto, Jeff?
For work tomorrow.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you watched
what was it?
State Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened to be good timing, so I also went to watch a play from like a lot of the people who appeared in Chihi's play earlier this year appeared in this one. And Chihi went on Friday.
Okay, so you went to a... It's really weird. So you went to a play that Chihi's cast members went to, but no Chihi.
Yeah.
Interesting, okay. I was joined by Arda. That was Arda talking.
Hello.
You went to the NMB Discord Indonesia meetup today.
Yeah, I had lunch together with Chow and Fox today. Got invited by them.
And you they tried to indoctrinate you into the Church of Kojima.
No.
You resisted the indoctrination.
Why I have to like Kojima?
Yeah. I don't know. And then we're also joined by Ryan.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm still stuck in Tokyo.
Still stuck in Tokyo.
Yeah. And it's one earthquake a week.
One earthquake. It's gone to like daily almost. We have a lot of earthquakes lately.
Yeah, well, you're closer to Fukushima and all those places than I am.
Yeah, it was like I think Ibaraki was where like this one was. It was like a 4 point something.
Yeah, it's fine.
Magnitude.
We're so used to it where it doesn't really even matter anymore.
Yeah.
Like one time I was getting into bed and then it started shaking. I was like, I was like thinking to myself, that's probably fine. So just go to sleep.
That's always the case, and that's why because there's that annoying alarm that goes off, and it's like terrifying whenever you hear it.
Yeah.
I turned it off like 3 years ago.
I don't think you're allowed to. Can you do it?
I can do it on my phone.
Oh.
Maybe not on your Android fake phones.
I don't know. My
iPhone Master Race.
Android Master Race.
Yeah.
Comeback IP.
She still posts on her Android though.
Because she can't get her iPhone to work.
Yeah.
She's trying to transfer her music over because it's like on Google Play Music and it doesn't work with iTunes. Anyway, this is NMB Podcast, and we have not a whole lot of news to talk about. We're recording this at a kind of a weird time where there's not really any news to talk about, and I'm kind of getting ready for some other stuff that's going to be happening later this month. We'll kick things off with some kind of really hot news and also really sad news, and that is Haasa's dog, Chris, has passed away.
That's
today.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Like, yeah.
It was like a black Labrador, it's like kind of like this big dog. I think I first noticed it last year in like the like home video.
Yeah.
Where it was in the background.
Yeah.
And like it looked like a nice dog. And then she's also like it's been featured like on a few of her videos on her YouTube channel. So
Man.
Chris also featured in her Satan t-shirt.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The caricature of it. Yeah.
It's a really old dog.
Yeah, it seems like it was pretty old, so I guess it's not.
No, I mean I'm looking at her YouTube channel now because I was curious. Like, has like Chris been on? Chris has been on her channel quite a lot actually. And 6 months ago, she posted a video about Chris's 14th birthday. So Chris was 98 years old.
In human years.
In dog years.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's so probably like she's known Chris like her entire life basically. How old is Haasa? She's 19.
20.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So,
well, since childhood.
Yeah. It's like those and this will never happen with Haasa, but like when they have like these like specials for Nagisa with May, and like they have like these home videos of like Nagisa in like grade school or something, right? And then playing with May.
Yeah, May was also like an old cat too.
Yeah, she was, but she wasn't like 14 years old though.
It was like maybe 10.
Yeah, maybe less. Yeah.
And then I had like the whole like missing legs.
Yeah.
Deal. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, really sad. I
Yeah,
feel bad for
sad
Haasa. She's had like a really shit year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's had a really shit 2 years actually, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So
there's that. In some, I guess, better / uplifting news, YNN 24-hour special has been announced.
it's such a random.
I don't know.
We should have like ordered this better. Like, oh, Haasa's dog died. It's like, oh, YNN 24 hours.
Yep. Which I don't know, maybe it also make you feel like depressed or whatever, because it's going to be on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yeah, because they know like otas don't really have anything to do Christmas Day.
Yeah, even the members were like, "Hey, yeah, if you don't have any plans on Christmas,
wink, wink,
come and hang out with us."
Just to clarify, that's because Christmas in Japan is like Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
it's like not a real holiday.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all the rampant commercialism has made it really weird, though.
Yeah, get your KFC orders in.
Yeah,
might be too late.
Probably too late. Like I will see. I saw like this a chicken place near my place. It's not KFC. It's like they sell roast chicken, and they were saying like the reserve now, or it's all the slots are being taken.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I should buy chicken.
I got some last month on Thanksgiving. I did Uber Eats for the first time, and I had this weird thing where it's like, oh, it's your first order, so up to 3,000 yen
for free.
Off.
Oh wow!
Your first order.
So you got it for free?
Yeah.
They always do that. First one's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really annoying actually if you go on the Uber Eats app and then they have all these like campaigns, and then all of them are like only if it's your first time. Well then, fuck you.
Yeah.
You always get those postcards in the mail.
Yeah.
Just make a new account each time.
It's tied to your phone number. It doesn't work.
All right. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, anyway, 24 hours has been announced, and I guess they said the theme is like Saint Seiya 24, so the old anime. Is it Knights of the Zodiac? Is that the English?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, really? That's what it is?
Yeah.
Well, it's because Seiya means holy knight.
That explains also if you go on the website, they're playing this like MIDI or Muzak version of Silent Night. It's pretty funny. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a really famous like anime within, I think, the Chinese community. Same way like Doraemon was really popular. But like back then, I think this is like 80s or 90s. Like now, like if you ask like the members, like do they know what Saint Seiya is? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, there is a remix of it. I think around 2 years ago.
Oh
yeah, there was like a CGI movie that came out.
There was, like, that was garbage.
7 years ago.
Yeah. I think I saw it. Yeah, and
I think there might have been like a Netflix thing also recently too.
Yeah. Anyways,
or it's Thundercats, whichever.
Anyway,
maybe it's gonna be anime themed or whatever because they've been doing the whole Mion as Gogol 13.
Yeah, they're probably gonna make her. Well, at least like Momone is still gonna be around, so
that's why she hasn't announced her last name.
Yeah. We're still waiting for her concert.
She's gonna wait a while if she's doing that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's December 24th to 25th, 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the YNN channel on Nico Nico. You can subscribe. 1,100 yen a month. PayPal okay.
Is it 1,100? They increased the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it used to be like 1,000.
Yeah, it used to be 1,000. It used to be 1,000 for 7 years or something.
Yeah. Anyway, you check it out. If you're joining the Discord, we're always watching it. We'll be watching like all hours, reacting to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So during the boring
it's
parts.
the only way to watch. Yeah, especially during the breaks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, looking forward to it. Next news. They're going in this pattern, like sad news, good news, sad news, good news. Xeon is on hiatus.
Yeah.
Mm.
For a while, for studies purposes, for school purposes, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't say.
They didn't say it though. Yeah.
They didn't say why, but
Which is weird because if it's for school reasons, they usually do say it. Because that's like the least, like people always get suspicious. So like they always have to dispel it.
also, yeah, I guess if it's like school reasons, like Misaki's the same grade as her, so Misaki's a better student. That's the, or she's a worse student. She doesn't care so much. Who knows? But yeah, she's been gone for a while now. I want to say actually since
months ago.
Before they announced that she was going on hiatus, she was already missing for like a week or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
To 2
the
weeks.
Kikyusei stage,
Yeah.
and then the Frontier stage.
Yeah.
So like her center position has been kind of rotating around. Like I think Mew was in it for a while. Now Wakanyan is the current center.
Yeah. And Fuwa does it too.
Yeah, Fuwa is doing it sometimes. But...
Yeah. So yeah, but she'll be back in like a few days. So
well, it's been a month, I guess so. Oh yeah, they did say. Like,
no, they gave an actual date for her to come back.
Well, it was like 1 month, right? From when they said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she'll be back December 15th.
Okay. Next news, not so big, but Harakaran opened up a YouTube channel. It's been a while since we had one of these. I think Nagisa is like the last one.
Because they're pouring all the effort into her channel.
Yeah, that actually has all the budget, whereas this is just Karen bumming around. And so basically, her premise is like basically Akarin like ghetto version or the beta version.
No, it's because Wakapon's third D3 and Karen's 6th gen, right? According to some people, that's the difference.
Where's our 7th gen YouTube channel?
Misaki English YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's how we get it.
She's gonna get like 500 viewers total ever.
Hey, that's more than Takoyaki Party. But yeah, anyway, so basically she's doing like fashion, makeup, tutorial stuff or whatever. And yeah, basically it feels like Akarin style. She even actually consulted with Akarin about like, I guess like, with getting a computer and how to like, take videos and edit stuff and whatnot. And, she has a schedule, I guess, every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. She puts up a new video.
Have you?
It's not.
Have you watched them?
For
all?
me, it's not that interesting.
Have you watched them all?
Yeah.
Good fan.
It's like girly shit, right?
Yeah, it's girly shit, so I don't.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. She like, put up some videos on Twitter recently about her like going to Nara Park with her mom, and she's like, "Oh, I can't put this up on my YouTube channel, but you guys can watch this instead."
Yeah. I wonder why.
Yeah, because that stuff seemed more interesting and better than what she actually put up on her YouTube channel.
Well, I think she wants her YouTube to be more focused on fashion and makeup, not vlog or other stuff.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's better to at least have like a theme, a consistent theme, rather than like if you go to variety, then it's kind of hard, especially if you're not that big.
Yeah, you just reminded me. I haven't actually followed Karen on YouTube. Let me do that now.
Well, it's only been like a week.
But you're not gonna watch anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no, I mean I follow both Akarin's channels, and I don't watch any of her videos, so that's fine.
Well, Anchu hasn't put anything up, and just because she's been doing her play.
Yeah.
Which I'll be going to next week. Her Persona 5 play where she's playing as Makoto. So, looking forward to that.
Anshu doesn't even get like 1,000 views on her channel anymore.
So. She started playing some weird like free to play MMO.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Karen's been doing like 1,000-ish views or so. She has like 2,000 viewers or 2,000 subscribers, I think. So
it's okay.
She's starting out.
Yeah, starting out.
Maybe she can become the new Akane and kind of help bring back the girl fans. This is a thing she's really into, despite all the weird shit where you think of Karen, you only think of Piro, but actually she's very serious about the makeup and cosmetics
about
stuff.
Everything she does.
Yeah.
Everything.
About rugby.
It's like the biggest rugby fan ever.
And Oryx Buffaloes.
Yeah. Well, the Oryx Buffaloes thing isn't even work. She just likes them for some reason.
Trying to clout chaser.
Clout chasing, yeah. Well, she chose. I mean, she was smart to choose them over the losers in Hanshin.
Fuck you. There's no tying in baseball. They lost because of ties.
That's true. I wish they got rid of the stupid ties for the playoffs at least.
Nope. Instead, you have a team winning the championship on a tie.
I know.
That's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
On the note of social media accounts, Mew got an Instagram and TikTok account. Sion got a TikTok account. Wakanyan got a TikTok account. I think maybe a couple of other members also got TikTok and Instagrams recently. So
yeah,
it's whatever. Next thing, another piece of news here. Very small, but it kind of came out of nowhere because I don't play the Mahjong game. But NMB is putting out a set of postcards and stamps through the Japanese post office. I guess this is a collaboration with the Mahjong Type and Totande game.
Yeah,
I just saw it as random update, and I'm like, wow, interesting.
It was a few months.
I guess the members.
Yeah, I think it was top 10 members or something.
I see 8.
Oh, top 8. And then I think exactly that many members joined the event or something like that. Or very close to that.
I guess that explains why Miki's in here.
Yeah. There was. I didn't play because Chihi didn't join.
That explains why Chihi's not in here. And I guess Wakapon didn't either. But anyway, some event on the Mahjong game. I guess the members who participated and are winners. We have Yunanan, Mochan, Kokona, Nagisa, Miki, Marin, Zion, and Anju. Yeah. It looks like it's going to be sold through the Japan post office website. 4,800 yen.
Oh shit!
For a set, plus 500 yen shipping.
Damn. If it was cheap, I would consider getting it just to support NMB, but...
Can you get it from an actual post office, or do you have to buy it online?
You have to buy it online from the post office website.
Yeah, I doubt they're going to distribute it to every post office.
I know, there's a post office 1 minute away from my place. I was like, I could go there and buy one, but no.
You're not gonna go online.
No.
But I mean, hopefully they have posters and stuff to advertise it. So
I seriously doubt it, man. I'm pretty sure the post office does all these weird collaborations with a lot of things.
Yeah,
random. I mean, not to sell it there, but they can promote it to hey, go to the website because it's good timing for this kind of thing because it's during the New Year's season where people are sending their Nganjo cards and stuff.
Yeah, I think you're being very optimistic about this, yeah. So I'm on the JP Post website right now, and I don't see anything.
Well, I think it's not even on sale yet.
Ooh, there's Kimetsu no Yaiba.
See, that's the stuff that gets promoted.
I think it's gonna be on sales on 17, I think.
Yeah, 17 until early January, and then like that doesn't ship until February.
Okay, then let's wait. But right now it's Peter Rabbit, Kimetsu no Yaiba, and I don't know, some bear. And
here, I'll send a link right here. Shut you up. In a Discord.
Yeah. Anyways,
at least Nagisa is on it, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's the good thing. You have Nagisa there. You have Kokona there.
I mean, yeah, it's just Nagisa.
That's all that matters, really.
Yeah.
Maybe people organize it. Anyway, yeah. That's happening.
Oh, it says only there will be posters in the post offices in Osaka. Starting tomorrow, the 13th.
Not worldwide. Not national.
Ask Andy to go take a picture.
He's not gonna do that.
I mean, he has his proxy stuff. He'll have to see it, right? I don't know if you guys are doing proxy stuff still, because iZone is disbanded.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll see it when I go to Osaka over winter break. Who can say? Okay. Next piece here. Kohatan is in the news, and she has joined the ranks of Yuzu and Rei and Wakapon. She's become a new Gravure model, and she had an article in Bubka recently.
Everyone becomes a Gravure. Everyone does Gravure eventually.
But it's kind of surprising for her, because you think Kohatan has been at such a disadvantage, not being able to do any stages or shows or anything. So, if you get to do is, I guess, do the next best thing, which is Gravure. Which I guess, depending on who you ask, Gravure might actually be better than performing. But yeah, but definitely is noticed her Twitter followers has increased. She's naturally now no longer the least followed member of NMB.
That's now Misaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was able to crawl out from bottom to now second to last. So congratulations to Kohatan.
Yeah, good for her.
Big achievement.
Yeah. All right. So that's kind of it for the news. Next, we have some kind of messy stuff to talk about. So some kind of things came out. Some articles came out from our friends at Bunshun. I don't say they're friends. Yeah. Essentially, what it is like, so on a forum where there'll be a thread and then it kind of it dies for a couple years or months or whatever, and then some random asshole bumps it. Well, Bunshun did that with the Suuchan story, and their bump was just like a picture of Nagisa.
Yeah.
So
just
it's pretty much
just because Nagisa was selected as a face of 2021, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's super popular. It's been on TV now 400 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much just riding off of the Nagisa popularity wave to further, dunk and bury NMB 48 with some really old news. Nothing really new came out of this.
Yeah, I mean, so there's okay. I mean, just to give the background of the article. So there's an article that came out from Bunshun that says that NMB what's the word they use, kiretsu I think, or bunretsu or something, it's a very dramatic way of saying NMB has cracks or something.
It's
and
fractured.
It's fractured. So yeah, and the news is about they start talking about Suuchan and so there was this group in NMB who always go out on dates with Johnnies, etc., etc. So they name Mikana and Hinacho actually, and then they had this thing where Suuchan was fired and Hinacho was also fired, and then Mikana was suspended, and they gathered all of the NMB members together in one room to make that announcement, and then they asked Mikana to say something, and then she said I will be going on hiatus, blah blah blah, And then, like, according to the article, right, like, oh, the NMB captain Shibuya Nagisa got so angry at this, and blah blah blah, and yeah, and that was the article. So, and then obviously, because like Nagisa is kind of famous right now, so they used her face on the article itself like only mentioned Nagisa and no one else. She said like Shibuya Nagisa is what was the word they used, Jeff? Like something like shocked or something. And then she was Gekido. They used very angry. Shibuya Nagisa is very angry. NMB fractured. That was the title of the article, and so I mean you can tell that it was. I'm trying to be I don't want to add too much editorialization like in the stuff that I described before this. Okay, so now I'm gonna editorialize and say like it's pretty dumb because they named Nagisa only. And then even I think in the title they also named Mikana, but it was more the point was like oh look, there's Shibuya Nagisa, you've heard of her, right? Read this article. So it was like it has the hallmarks of clickbait, and I think as Matt said, like it seemed to be something that the article itself seemed really old. It's like bringing up like old stuff and then trying to talk about it, like even though like people have already like moved on.
So there are a lot of other suspicious things about this article. Like all the details about this internal meeting and Nagisa getting really angry are supposedly quotes from someone related to NMB 48. That's how they cite them. Yeah. NMB 48 Kankeisha. And it doesn't. We don't know if that means anything. Yeah, we don't know if that means staff or a member or like former staff. And if you really stretch it, you could be like a fan or something.
Or like the person who sold IP Starbucks to her one day.
Yeah, or like the Uber Eats guy, right? Like. But clearly this like they quote this like unknown person, right? And then the original quote was I mean you probably heard about this somewhere online, but the original quote was saying that like Shibuya Nagisa, the NMB captain, was so disappointed. That was it was a literal quote too. And then when people were like, wait, Nagisa's not the NMB captain? And I guess like Bunshun noticed this and changed the quote. So it means two things, right? It means one of two things. Either the person they quoted like didn't even know that Nagisa was the NMB captain, which brings to question everything else this person told them. Or like this person like they made up the entire quote, right? That it could only be one of those two things.
Neither of them are good.
Yeah.
It's either completely wrong or completely made up.
Yeah. I'm going with made up.
Yeah, and I think it ultimately doesn't really matter because people who like cared enough about so maybe people who fell for the clickbait because they know Nagisa and not NMB, they might start thinking, oh wow, what happened with this like big scandal? This group is weird. I hope Nagisa gets out of there quickly. So that's bad. But then in terms of fans and like idol fans who already knew the original story, like I think everyone already kind of had made their own opinion and like judgment on what happened already with Suuchan and Mikana and everyone else involved. So yeah, it was just like whatever the truth is, like I think Bunshun has a very obvious like motive here, trying to just get attention using Nagisa.
Yeah. I mean, the point was clickbait, right? That's why they use Nagisa's name, and like they don't give a shit about like other people, right? They only care about like causing maximum trouble, basically. And I mean, yeah, I guess they were successful in a way. because like they didn't even tell us anything particularly new. It was something that like a lot of people, like, I mean, if you were following the whole Suuchan thing, you could have figured out on your own. And they just repeat it. So they didn't tell us anything new. It just like they just dragged this whole thing back into view. I would even say that maybe like, you know, wherever, like whatever Suuchan's doing now, like, you know, because she came back, and so whatever, maybe she has a new agency or something, and then they were the one who fed Bunshun this, just so she would get talked about again.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like weird things all lining up at the same time. Yeah, so Suuchan's come back, and then like Nagisa's like kind of rise to fame.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think what Matt's alluding to is that like the article itself was like a lot of nothingness, right? So I feel that, like, I think I was saying this on the Discord, like I felt that like if Nagisa wasn't as popular as she is right now, like they wouldn't even write this article, right? They you know, they wouldn't, there would be no point to, you know, kicking NMB while they're down, basically, unless like, you know, they could like drag Nagisa's name into it so that, you know, you do get that clickbait, and that's the price of being popular.
Speak of the devil, Suuchan's Insta Live.
Someone's gonna tell us
what's happening.
Yeah,
it just started, I think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
But yeah,
I'm
it's
not
just
gonna even
really
go in
shitty.
out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let other people do that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just a really shitty situation and just shitty timing. Like, I guess a big takeaway, like, it's like for the English audience, international fans, like, I guess be careful where you get your information from, because the people with like the loudest, like, you know, platform, you know, the most followers or the most, like, you know, clout or influence may not actually be the best people to talk to.
Some people are just
like,
trying to stir up
Drama.
attention, just like Bunshun is.
Yeah.
You should only trust Takoyaki Party and no one else.
Fair and balanced.
Andy and Takoyaki Party, right?
Yep. You already hear that. Okay, and then going along that line of like kind of some shitty news. This hasn't even like, this wasn't even Bunshun. It's just random.
No, this doesn't
Momone.
even warrant Bunshun touching it. Like, that's how much of how nothing this is.
Because no one gives a shit about Marin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kind of just came out of like random 4chan, or not 4chan, 2chan, 5chan,
Yeah.
Matome posts.
Yeah.
So Shobu Marin, apparently she has a bunch of like private accounts like on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she's had multiple like since as early as 2018.
Well, I think she just changes the name so that in case people find it or something. Or I don't know, it could be new accounts.
Well, because I think if you change your name, people are still following you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess that's the point, right? Like, she just changed the name so that, you know, if someone found out the name, then they wouldn't be able to follow her.
Yeah.
Because it's a private account.
Yeah. And yeah, so essentially there's been a lot of posts that have been shown off over the years. Some of it of her like kind of like bullying or like, you know, kind of shit talking other members.
Yeah, well, it's not bullying. Well, okay, maybe the Yuria one you can count as bullying, but everything else isn't really bullying. It's just shit talking.
Yeah. And like kind of like not, you know, fun shit talking, just kind of like
mean shit.
yeah, mean shit talking.
I mean, it's the kind of thing that you can imagine someone, like, even if they were friends, like, you know, imagine yourself, right? Like you have friends and whatever, right? Like, you know, if your friend does something you don't like, then and you're talking to someone else about it, like, you might shit talk them, right? Like, you know, there's, you know, like, you know, fuck Matt or something like that.
I think it was some of them were a little more than that.
I know. I'm
it's
just saying
complaining about like perceived unfair treatment, things like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can talk about it. Like,
yeah.
So there's Marin seemed like to especially hate Draft 3. But I think it makes sense though, because the dates on these Insta stories were like around the debut time of 6th Gen. So I guess like if you were following around that time, you kind of get the feeling that like, you know, D3 was more favored than 6th Gen. So yeah, so she had like some Insta story about. I mean, if you so there is one like famous one, like the one people we keep mentioning about, like she was shit talking Mikana for being fat. But if you actually read that one, she's trying to build up Rinachi at the expense of Mikana. So she's saying that like, oh, the camera adds like, you know, so much weight, blah blah blah, right?
Adds 5 pounds.
Yeah, and then but like, you know, look at Rina, she looks so nice, blah blah blah, unlike that other bitch, or I don't remember what exact word she used, but it was like she was saying that Mikana was fat. And then there was the other one. I think it was the update music video, and I think if you watch the music video, you will notice that there is a shot there of Mikana like making a mistake on the dance step, and Marin screenshotted that and then said like, "Wow, it's amazing! They
promote.
They gave okay to this. They gave okay to this this shot, right?" I mean that's what you get if you're a god. Like, you know, she used the word kami, right, which is god, or like I think she's trying to say basically is that like, you know, Mikana is so favored that like, you know, she can't make a mistake in management's eyes. Which, you know, maybe it's true, but it's probably not a good thing to say.
Yeah, I mean, these are it's things that people would complain about in private. Like, I'm sure a lot of people, almost everyone, complains about coworkers or bosses.
Yeah.
In private, but then the problem here is that she posted these as Instagram stories, and then somehow these are all screenshotted.
That's the scary part. It's like some psycho, right, screenshotted like her Insta stories
and released them
for several years.
3 years.
For several years. Yeah.
And I think it's not just her, not just some psycho. It's in her inner circle, right? Because it is private.
Yeah, some psycho in her inner circle. Yeah.
Yes.
So there's like, we don't want to like point fingers at anyone, but some people are thinking maybe it's Suuchan.
No, it's who brought that up? Like it was a conspiracy theory that I just said like, oh, that makes sense, but we have absolutely no proof whatsoever. It just like sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah, the conspiracy theory was like Marin leaked
to Bunshun.
Yeah, and now Suuchan's leaking Marin.
So we often talk about like Richan, Horimomo, and Shinshin were like a clique in 6th Gen, right?
Rinachi, not Richan.
Oh, sorry, Rinachi.
Yeah. They were, 3 of them. I think Marin was the 4th one. Yeah. Well, the original, the 3 were like closest. I think, but at the start, Marin was part of them. But see, that's the thing. It's because it's old. Yeah, probably. Like that's why like some of these stories are really old, right? Like because they were like really close together. Like there was. So basically, I'm gonna give my opinion on these leaks in that I think none of them are like especially bad. From my point of view, I'm saying from my point of view. I don't know what other people think about them, but I think a lot of them aren't really bad because it's just shit talking like your coworker, as Jeff said, right? And it's, you know, fine, whatever. Like you don't need to be friends, and you know, like if you look at it from the lens of like, well, this was supposed to be private, right? I can forgive a lot of things, right? Like, you know, she shit talks whoever, you know, Mikana, like she was shit talking Rikati and Milky and all of that, and it's whatever. Like, you know, people say these things, it doesn't matter. But the thing that I have an exception in that I think I personally don't care, but I'm pretty sure what will get her in trouble is she was shit talking fans, which is like the biggest no, right? Because in her position as, you know, the idol, and so they have quote unquote customers, right? And the customers are the fans, and these are the people you should never shit talk. So think about it, right? Like, for example, I work, you know, at a company or whatever. We have clients. So I can shit talk my coworkers as much as I want, right? That doesn't matter. But like the moment I start shit talking clients, then that becomes a problem. It's the same way here, because like in some of her Insta stories, she would like post like comments from fans to her. Like these are like private comments.
The replies to Mobame.
Yeah, so replies to her Mobame. So these people pay for her mail,
Mobame,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then they were talking about like, you know, something about, I mean, if you read replies, it's kind of like, oh god, this guy is like, yeah, right?
Yeah, they're like trying to scold her or like say, oh, you should do this and to be more popular, blah blah blah.
Yeah, and but then her reply was like, you know, fuck you, die. So I mean,
yeah, the fans are disgusting, but you can't
say that.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't. Yeah, you shouldn't. I mean, it's hard, it's always really hard to strike a right balance. You know, they have the right to say this.
Yeah.
But then you have to think about the consequence if it ever gets out. That's the reality of like idol business.
Yeah. No, I think, like, for example, let's say, as an example, we know someone who treats the idols like that, right? Like, you know, let's pretend, right? Like someone like, who do we hate?
I go to Chihi and I say Chihi sucks.
Yeah. Let's say Matt, right? Let's say Matt on the Discord, right? Like says like, you know, oh, Chihi sucks, you know, she should, you know, do this.
Not okay, you're saying like criticize, like.
Yeah, she was like, you know, you write like, you know, this 10 paragraphs of, you know, Chihi needs to start, you know,
I do a TED Talk on how to get good at NMB.
Yeah, something like that,
and
right?
Chihi needs to do all these things. And if she doesn't do exactly as I say, you messed up.
Yeah, so if like, for example, me, Aruda, and Jeff, like, sees this and like, oh my god, Matt, shut the fuck up. Right? So, that's fine. But, like, or like, you know, Chihi sees this and it's like, you know, oh my god, this dude is crazy.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't, but at the end of the day, right, like, Matt, you know, paid for the privilege of doing this.
I paid for the right to give a TED Talk.
Yeah.
The other way around.
And he wasn't saying anything, like, so obviously if you go to like handshakes or something, right, like there are like expectations about behavior, so you can't, you know, shout at them or, you know, make them cry or curse at them, right? That's fine.
Yeah.
But like, as long as you're within those boundaries, then you can say anything you want.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I feel in the way, like, a lot of times, like, I'll give, like, Anchu, like, advice on, like, her, like, Let's Plays and like, YouTube stuff or whatever. And she, I don't know, I don't think she actually took any of that advice to heart anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but imagine
like,
if she was like,
kind of thing.
Imagine if she was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, how would you
see
feel?
My face, right? Or, yeah, I'd be like, okay. Good luck with the YouTube.
Then unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, it's like Matt hates Apex, right? But he's not going to say that straight up to her face.
Yeah.
Like, because Matt has tact, unlike these.
Yeah. So imagine these guys, right? Wrote like, you know, 5 paragraphs telling Anchu why she shouldn't play Apex. Imagine Matt did that, right? And think about it from like Chihi's from Anchu's point of view. It's like, who the fuck is this guy?
I think it maybe depends on who it is. Like if it's an actual real fan that they know, it's probably worse than if it's like some rando. If it's some rando, they probably don't care.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, sometimes you get like, you know, the TO-ish fans who are creepy, right? Like, you know, you can't avoid that. You know, they pay and buy a lot of tickets, so you get to know them, right? Even if you don't like them.
Yeah,
and
okay, I think we're getting a little hung up on this part. Like
I know,
fans.
but I mean, it's because like this is the worst. That's the worst thing. Like I think like, you know, she used to be a fan of like these like, you know, male idols or Sexy Zone or whatever. Like who cares? Like people like honing in on like, oh, she likes Johnny's and like it's some big scandal. Right?
I mean,
like,
yeah, the same type of people who write those replies care about that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so for me, like nothing is like you know, nothing goes to the level of scandal other than like, you know, the fans one, and that one's kind of bad. She even like accidentally like doxed Shinshin because Shinshin was doing the same thing, so that's not good.
Yeah, because one of the replies mentioned Shinshin, and then like in the Instagram story, Marin tagged Shinshin's account.
Yeah. So, I mean, I always say this, right? Like, if you want to self-immolate or whatever, go ahead, do it yourself. Just don't bring other members with you.
For me,
I say
like,
that to Suuchan too.
So from the fans? From the fans' perspective, for Marin, like I'm like she's not like one of my favorite members, but I have this impression from sometimes watching her Insta lives that her Kara is kind of like she doesn't act cutesy and like
she's saba
idol, and she supposedly shows her real personality. But then
she comes off like very like blunt and like brutally honest.
So like some people already didn't really like her because they say like, oh, kuchiga wari, like she has
dirty mouth.
Yeah, dirty mouth, or like,
well, not to this level of dirty.
Yeah, so it's even, but so then thinking like, oh, she's showing her real self, but then there was something else beyond that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, maybe Aruda can say something because he actually Oshid or Oshis, I don't know. You can tell us.
What's your second favorite, right?
Past tense or present tense?
Well, I still like Marin. I was just spotted that what kind of trigger that Marin did to anger this inner circle that make this person leak all of these private accounts. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, right? Like someone saved your stories for over 3 years. How much does this person hate you?
Yeah, and what make this person suddenly leak all of this now, not before?
Right. And what else do they have?
So Aruda, what do you think about like the stuff that came out, right? Like, do you agree that when I say that the only bad one was one with fans, or do you think there's other bad ones too?
I think besides that, there are also some photos with males with her male friend, I think. Yeah, Yoshikawa or something like that. Yeah, I think
actually,
that worse. In a term of leak.
Yeah, we don't know actually the one with the dudes, like when that was. Like some people were saying that was before she joined NMB,
but some people think it's her fans.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's a fan. But yeah, something in the Motome said it was a fan, but I don't actually believe that. But yeah. Anyways, what? So this doesn't like make you like her less. I mean, I don't know. It's probably a hard thing to answer. But
well, it's the same Marin. Yeah.
So if she comes back
what
and
you're
then
getting into.
you'd be okay with it?
Yeah, we will find. But although the chance are slim, considering she had a less chance to be Senbatsu now, and I think her graduation is near.
Oh yeah, I think there's zero chance she's gonna be Senbatsu now. Like you would be lucky if she doesn't get like Suuchan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. It's not Suuchan bad,
Yeah, of course not. Nothing Suuchan bad.
but
Well, no. Riripon is worse than Suuchan, but
or Rinachi.
well, no, Rinachi is less than.
She broke the law. She broke the actual
Well, I
law.
mean,
No one's gonna prosecute for that.
no one cares about laws. Don't matter. Japanese social norms matter more.
Yes.
Underage drinking.
Yeah, I mean the police is not gonna arrest you for underage drinking. They might arrest the restaurant, but anyways, whatever. We don't want to discuss that. But
My concern is I just don't want any more like discord in the group out of this. Like we probably had enough of that from Suuchan.
Yeah.
And I just hope management takes care of this, makes a clear decision that the fans and members can accept and move on, and not let Bunshun dig up something like what happened with Suuchan.
I think, yeah. Well, so the really negative stuff that Marin talked about was, well, it was directed at Mikana, but she also talked about like D3 in general, where basically I don't think it's doing her any favors towards like her relationship with the other D3 members.
So I wasn't really following 6th Gen and D3 that closely back then, but nowadays on like radio shows and like in their showrooms and stuff, the 6th Gen and D3 talk about now. They used to fight a lot in the past, and it was almost like management set them up to be that way as rivals when they appeared in Kenkyusei shows together.
Yeah.
But then now, like, maybe because so many have graduated, that now the ones who are left are like getting along much better.
Yeah, that's true.
And they can talk about like, oh, that we were so like childish back then.
Yeah. But I think like something like this, right? Like, brings back those like the resentment. Like even if you're okay nowadays, right? Like but then you read like these things, right? It's like, oh, so you hate me.
Yeah, right.
So
and then so the first leak of these like Instagram stories, it seemed like it was mostly from 2 or 3 years ago. So then a lot of people said, okay, so these are things that people complain about in private, and maybe Marin has changed.
Yeah.
But then the second batch of leaks like showed that she was still doing this up until like May of this year.
Yeah.
That's one of the latest ones that we have a date on.
Yeah. We don't actually know. So some of them like talk about like specific things, right? Like, so the one that has the date was because she was asking if people wanted to go watch her play, and we know that the play was in May of this year. So that's why we know that it was this year. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's looking very good for her. So Matt, let's say you're Cameron or you're Kenmutsu or whatever.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you just Rinachi her?
Nah, because I think it's like not really. I think it's more like just she damaged her own brand rather than the NMB brand.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And again, like it didn't get enough attention. Like no one gives a shit about Marin.
Yeah.
So I feel like you could just kind of hate her, hate to cut it out. Maybe like say, hey, it's like your last warning. Don't do any more of this shit. But I can also see her like being like guilty, feeling guilty, and then she'll just graduate herself on her own.
I think that's it though. Like even if management doesn't fire her, she might just like leave on her own because of like embarrassment or rage quit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, same thing basically.
Yeah, but like don't you think like making fun of fans is crossing a line?
Well, I think this thing is just more like it brought it up. It brought everyone's attention. So I think that probably happens all the time anyway.
Yeah, I know exactly.
We just don't find out about it.
I know. So but then we don't like thinking about it.
Yeah, and like unfortunately, like part of their job is to keep up the fantasy,
The image.
Right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things like you just like don't think about it and it'll be okay. Same like with them like dating or whatever.
Yeah. But the thing is,
it's happening as long as you just don't think about it or don't care about it. It's
that's what you
almost
think.
it's fine, but yeah.
Yeah, but like the facade breaks, right? Like, so before this whole thing, like for me, like before this whole thing, I could pretend that like NMB is like the good girls, like they never there's no like mean girls or whatever inside. Everyone gets along. I know that's bullshit, right? But at least like I have no proof otherwise. Yeah, because they say that they're also close, blah blah blah, and
there's more team unity in NMB than there is like in an AKB or an
AKB. And we could pretend that was true, right? And no one is hurt. But like bringing stuff like this out now, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we never really had any illusions that they weren't like that, but like it's not good to be reminded of it. That's my thing. It's just very unfortunate.
Yeah, I think she's definitely like her days are numbered, and I think she's just gonna leave out of guilt or out of rage. Maybe she'll announce at her birthday because that's like at the end of December.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So then we'll have another graduation to talk about next month.
Yeah, we can finally have a graduation on a Seitan side that you want so much.
Hey, everyone wants it.
And Mickey outlive another member.
Yeah. Because also the weird thing else, like she's been like, there's the Leopold show like next week, and then she's not doing it. So she's probably on like the suspension era right now. Oh shit! Breaking news, everyone.
That's surprising.
Man, the Takoyaki party curse is strong. So strong that they knew that we were talking about it.
No episode without graduation announcement.
Yeah, barely made it.
As we're talking about Marin and her whole shit show, blog post just came out, and she has withdrawn from the group in the same fashion as Suuchan.
Yeah.
But without the 2 months of limbo.
Yeah, thankfully it is faster now.
Yeah, I mean, at least they made a decision fast.
Quickly,
yeah. I mean,
about a week, yeah.
Less than a week, actually. This came out Wednesday.
Like Monday? Oh, was it Wednesday?
Yeah, it was Wednesday. I was in line for Yuri's show.
I thought they gonna wait until that stem release first before releasing this statement.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah, sucks.
Anyway.
It's so sudden.
Yeah, this comment just came in, so apparently, it's exactly as we all just talked about with the whole Instagram leaks and stuff.
It's very odd. Like, it actually says that. So Cameron says that it's because of a serious breach of contract.
Yeah.
I guess it's because like maybe there's something in the contract that says like you're not allowed to have private accounts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. So yeah, so she has quit. No graduation.
No letters, no presents.
Did they say no letters?
No more show.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's because of the COVID restrictions.
Oh, okay. Oops, sorry.
But even then, they still do that for like the members who are leaving.
Yeah, they've been doing the special email address where you can send a message.
Well, this
but
one
then they won't even do that for her.
Yeah.
I mean, she probably doesn't want to see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she probably feels like super embarrassed, right?
Yeah. They in this blog post they have a comment from her. It says basically like apologizing for her immature, selfish actions, causing a lot of trouble to members. And then it specifically says like the like immature, extremely like indecent and immature like words that I used have like been exposed to the world.
Yeah. So I'm very sorry for, whatever Jeff said.
Yeah, I'm sorry for what Jeff said too.
Yeah, no, and then NMB wa yung may kakaramihan. So NMB is an awesome group with like a lot of members, like chasing after their dreams. But like based on my actions, I've caused them problems. So I really apologize for that. So I quit. Sorry for to all the fans that have been supporting me until now. Blah blah blah. I'm sorry for announcing it so fast. Like right now. Yeah, and then sorry again. So she apologized 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row.
I think she's sorry.
She needs to bow 90 degrees for 30 seconds.
No, her head needs to touch the ground.
Yeah. Where'd you get the idea that she's sorry? Like, anyways.
I think it was the third one.
Third time
the fourth one confirmed.
Like the first two, like you're just not sure. But...
Yeah,
whatever. Then Kojirin also put out like a statement. It's gradcomment.txt, like scandal gradcomment.txt.
Oh jeez.
Had to pull this out like a couple of times this year now. Yeah, basically she talked to Marin, and she understands that Marin is very sorry, and she knows Marin is sorry. But like, yeah, she's saying like, oh, I know that what she did was very like unforgivable, but as someone who has seen her like working so hard for NMB, blah blah blah, I'm very thankful to her. So please keep on supporting her, blah blah blah, and keep on supporting NMB. That's what she said. See, this is like interpretate, like what do you call this?
Diplomacy.
Real-time interpretation. Yeah.
I mean, that's as diplomatic as you can get. So
yeah, it's a lot of nothingness though. Like,
just close the book on this.
Basically, like I think everybody just wants to put it behind them. Like, so I will praise Kojirin for getting ahead of this, because like if she doesn't say anything, like a lot of people are gonna say, oh, what kind of captain are you? You don't say anything, your members like causing all these scandals, blah blah blah. So at least like she got ahead of it and she said something. And we can sit here and like complain about like, oh, she's not saying anything, like it's a template statement, blah blah blah. But even still, right, like as a captain you have to say something, and she did say something, that's fine. Yeah. The good thing is like it was a quick resolution, that as I said, like just wanted it to be over.
Yeah, this is what they should have done with Suuchan 6 months
and Hinacho,
yeah, Joe 8 months ago, right?
Yeah, at least they've learned.
Yeah, I think if anything, this happening again, like it was to put like the fear of God into all the members, like, hey, we're serious, don't be fucking around with private accounts. If you got any of them, delete them now. Yeah,
probably. I'm imagining like there's an line message to all the members right now saying like
from Chikapollo.
Yeah, from Chikapollo's like reminder.
Yokai desu.
No private accounts. If you have one, make sure to delete it.
Yeah.
And delete any evidence.
Make sure that your friends aren't keeping screenshots of them.
Yeah. Hopefully other members can learn from this.
Go find your friends, destroy their phones.
Who was this? Like, there was an idol. I think it might even be an NMB one. I forgot who, but like they said that. Oh, it was Yamada Nana. She said that when she got into NMB, she deleted like all her entire address book. Just didn't want any contact whatsoever. And that should be your mindset getting into this. Like, this isn't a joke, right?
Yeah, it's good. Even they stated that it is breach of contract.
Yeah.
So it's like legit, like she was fired.
She was fired. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe they were like I'm gonna suspend you or whatever, and then
or she's like, I'm gonna fire you. You can't fire me because I quit.
Yeah, or something like that.
That kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, probably similar to like Suuchan. Like, you know, they were gonna suspend her for a longer time, and she's like, no, okay, I'm just gonna quit.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Like, well, we spent more time on her than on other graduations, so
yeah. But yeah, it sucks for her, but you know, choices have consequences, I guess. The famous Chihi quote.
Oh, what did she said it for Rinachi, right?
I hope you're feeling carefully more about
your actions.
Take responsibility for your actions.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. Apparently, it wasn't for just one 6th gen in her team.
Yeah, it's all of them. Like cursed gen. I was joking. This is still a joke, of course, but like it's just like, you know, nuke 6th gen from orbit. Get rid of all of them.
We can trust
Deguchi? Do you want to go there? Do you want to go there, Jeff? Do you really want to go there?
It's her brother.
It's her brother. No, you can only trust Harakaren. I'm with Matt on this.
Team Piro, rise up.
Yeah, I think.
Breaking news. Harakaren breaking news. She posted an emoji of a dead flower.
Yeah, the same one
she did for Suuchan.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's sad. But what can you do? You can only move on.
And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of special stages recently. So the D2 stage with Yuzu, Momone, and Shion. Nothing really happened with this, in my opinion. I didn't watch all of it, but
yeah, I mean, we thought Shion was gonna announce. I mean, this is like the Miki joke now.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, this is the day they're announcing, and Momone announced hers like, you know, before this.
Yeah, and then I think the only other thing that came out of this is not even confirmed news. Is like Momone would like to have a graduation concert. And I think the other thing is like staff's like, okay, yeah, if you can fill up like a, you know, Oryx or whatever,
yeah,
you know, Namba Big Cat or some 1,000 yen, 2,000 yen person's venue, sure, you can have your graduation show.
Yeah, but that's unlikely. So
I mean, I don't think people will just go because it's an NMB concert, not so much because it's for Momone.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've been having trouble like filling these things, so I don't know. Like, it's hard. Like, if I were management, like, I don't really know what to do.
And even like Momone, she's like not quite that level to like. I think she's like on the border of like members who would have like a graduation concert.
She's not fucking on the border. What the hell? It's like way out of that.
Well, I mean, like back in the 2016 Arena Tour, they decided to make 2 of the concerts like quote unquote Aika and Ume-chan graduation shows.
Yeah,
that was because they already had like concerts planned and then just tacked on a like graduation corner.
Exactly.
So then, like,
I think they did the same thing for Momoka at the 2017 Arena Tour.
But that wasn't really her graduation show though. Like, it was just,
they gave her a little like,
just like a small
kind of like corner.
It would be the same thing as saying that like Suzu got a graduation concert in the 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
No, she just got a corner.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think she would be deserving of something like that, but
yeah,
not a full-on
like,
concert.
I want to see a concert too, but I'm not keeping my hopes up.
like the lowest member to get. Well, I guess it was Aika, but then as you said, it was more like they already had a date and just like oh, by the way, we're doing an Aika concert here. But like the lowest member where they did a graduation concert on purpose would be someone like Udon.
Udon or ID.
Yeah, but like that's like
Udon's with
Irie is pretty high up though.
Yeah.
Like Udon would be the lowest, but then Udon has like the first gen thing going on.
Yeah, that's probably a big reason why.
Like, think about it this way: do you think that if Uka announces her graduation, they're gonna give her a graduation concert?
I think so, just because she's like literally at the bottom of like people who would get that. Like,
yeah, she's like the.
She would get one above Chihi.
Fuck you.
I mean, that's being realistic, Jeff. Right? Like,
right.
Like Uka would probably be at like the absolute like minimum that
Uka has the Senbatsu streak.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
But even still, right? Even with Uka, it was be like, oh wow, they're doing a concert for her. It would be like that, right?
And they could even make it like, oh, it's the last third gen concert, right? And then
or someone Yuri.
Yeah.
Maybe, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's very iffy to be quite honest.
So I'm saying like Momone is like probably just below Uka.
She's like significantly below Uka.
I mean, who else is like below like at that level? It's like her and Chihi.
Chihi's above Momone.
Yeah, Chihi's still above Momone.
I'm thinking like in sales and then also like in management.
Yeah.
Favoritism.
I mean, in management favoritism, like they quite like Momone, but I don't think it's gotten to the level where they will give her one. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, if they have a concert, I'm not gonna go. So whatever. But like, you have to like do something, right, to encourage people to go.
It's all about the mo money.
Yeah. At the end of the day. Like, if you can get like 2,000 people to want to pay money to watch the concert, then of course they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I could see them like tie it into like some other thing. Like if they announce like spring request hour or spring tour, they could probably tie this into that.
It has to be
March.
She's already
April for that.
She already announced like a month ago. She can't stay that long. She's not. Exactly. She's not Miru.
And who knows, like, what other things they have planned, like, if they're going to be doing, like, non-battle
and she's retiring from entertainment, so...
Yeah, so they can't even, like, use her afterwards, right? So, I don't know. I think it's very iffy.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, with the members now... I think we talked about this before. I was saying, I think even with the members now, like, the one that would deserve a graduation concert would be Nagisa. And everyone else should be iffy.
Yeah, even like Kokona.
Yeah, even Kokona should be iffy, right? Because like
she hasn't earned it yet.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, Ayan got one, so
she didn't deserve that
either. We don't make a mistake on top of a mistake. But yeah. Anyways, good luck to Momone.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing really else to say about the D2 stage, I guess.
It was good, but. Yeah, none of us are particular D2 fans, so...
Yeah. Next, so Nanaho, it was gone, but she did her Kanmuri stage and her graduation stage, and I guess I saw a set list for the Kanmuri stage, and it actually seems like it was pretty good.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Best solo Kanmuri ever.
What? No, fuck you.
She did a bunch of good stuff, apparently. She did Rainbow Rose, Sayaka-san.
Yeah, that was the best surprise.
She did Waruki.
Also best Waruki of the year, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Waruki award
winner. That's a trick question because there is no best Waruki of the year. One Waruki is one too many.
But yeah, so she just summarized the set list. So she did like bunch of cutesy songs in the beginning, wearing the outfit from Kohatan because she loves that outfit, and she loves Kohatan. That's how she became a fan, and she never got to wear it because she wasn't picked for the Kohatan concert. And she also wore a bunch of Sayaka's outfits because, again, she was a huge Sayaka fan. Yeah, so, and then Mirako and Haasa came on as like MC while she was changing. Did some like cool dance songs. Like she wrote, and then like the Sayaka tribute corner, and then like the Team N tribute corner. So yeah.
So this is a concert for Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all Nanaho fans.
Noted Sayaka fan, Jeff.
Yeah.
But even then, me as like a neutral party, I saw it, I was like, oh shit, okay, this is pretty good.
Because of Sayaka.
I mean, yeah, it was like a good Sayaka song, not what they did.
K-pop bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's Nanaho. She's gone.
But she's alive.
And not forgotten, as the Discord would let us know.
Yuina posted an Instagram story with her.
Alright, so we come up to a little over a year for the 7th Gen members being in NMB 48. Which I think it's been we just passed like the 1 year mark of their stage. The Kyusei stage. So yeah, we're gonna do kind of like a 1 year in review of the members of the 7th Gen members. So I guess one word to describe 7th Gen for me is potential. I think there's a lot of like going on with them. I feel like a lot of exciting things. I'm just waiting for them to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It just hasn't happened yet, but I feel like, you know, we're seeing bits and pieces of it right now, but it hasn't quite shown its full form yet.
I think,
but overall, I think it's a pretty good generation.
yeah, I think I mentioned this like when they were revealed, is like the polish of 7th Gen, in that, you know, they seemed quote unquote ready when they were revealed, and obviously it never works out like that. But yeah, I think I would agree. There's a lot of potential there. I don't think anyone has tapped into it yet, but there's a lot of characters. Like, you know, there's not. I guess there's one or two boring ones, but everyone's like seems like, you know, they have a handle on what their character is and they're running with it.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably some probably still work on it.
So like personally for me, I haven't followed any generation of Kenkyusei this closely. And part of it is because I'm on the Discord now, and then so everyone talks about everything.
That's
so
true.
then it's easier to keep track. But the big thing was non-battle too. Like they were thrown into groups with all the senior members and like had a really good chance to shine. Unlike I never watched Kenkyusei stages, so I wouldn't have known as much about them as I do now if they didn't like do non-battle and then now all the stages they're in.
Will Be Idol's pretty good. You should watch it.
I've watched it a couple times for like the Shonichi and when she on first stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even went to it in person.
Yeah, you're such a big fan.
Yeah. I didn't mention this last time when I did actually go, but actually halfway through that show, it gets really freaking weird with the Seifuku Gajama Tsuruno. I had to visually I had to
close your
look
eyes
down. Yeah, because I'm like, I can't see this. I got really upset.
But Zion wasn't even there.
No, but Misaki was, and I'm like, God damn, fuck this. No. Stab me in the eyes, please.
You're like Mike Pence of Idol fans.
Oh,
You have to
I have to talk to
mother, yeah. And her rabbits.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. But I mean, again, like but it's still a pretty solid set list.
I like it. I think
The beginning parts of
Akarin.
it, so.
I mean, it's way too girly. I mean, whatever. It's a bunch of girls, but Yeah, I mean it has Akarin's taste. Like I will say it's much better than whatever the Miru one is.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So yeah. Any
Aruda.
So I think we kind of talk about like, the good stuff, like what's good. Like so, yeah, definitely potential and they're interesting. Any bad things you think?
For me, I haven't seen much of 7th gen member interaction after this year.
Like,
if
like within themselves or with the other member, like
within only in 7th gen. Even in Camp Wars, there are almost none of their interaction.
Yeah,
that's true.
Except for that one click of
the
Fuwa, Zeon,
Mochan and Muyu.
Yeah.
They seem to be like really good friends, and then everyone else.
It's like apart.
Yeah. You know what? I will agree with that, Aruda. I was trying to think of like a negative with 7th gen, and I couldn't come up with one. But yeah, now that you mention it, that's true. Like
they're not very tight.
I think it's because maybe because of COVID too. Like they've been like basically like cordoned off from everyone. I wish they would like interact more with like the senpais and and everything, but it doesn't seem like they do.
Well, half of them were like in love with Nanaho, and like near the end, like IP especially finally got closer with Nanaho and like talked a lot more.
Oh yeah, well, IP is her own thing.
IP.
Yeah.
IP is kind of like she says she loves everyone. She even said that about Anshu.
Yeah, and she's like a big Kojirin fan or something. And yeah, well, we can talk about like the specific members
she's
later,
very
but like IP is very, very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the Kawaii members have it a little better because there are 4 7th gens, and then like basically all the senpai's job in Kawaii was to raise them up.
Yeah,
but that's why Momone quit.
But like like I was gonna say, like do you see like Kotone, Momone, and was it Rikati like interacting a lot with 7th gens? Like I didn't feel that. Like they did become friends.
Koto-chan. Well, yeah, they don't hang out
Because like how I think about it, like the cross gen stuff, right? Like for example, like Shu and Nagisa, for example, they're 3rd and 4th gen, but they became like really good friends. And I mean that's like an extreme example, but like
or I mean you'll get like Quintet.
Yeah, or Quinta, they're all different gens, right?
Five different generations.
4, what the hell?
4.5.
Because post Yamada Nana.
No,
it's half a generation.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, whatever.
Post Yamada.
Anyways, whatever. Like, we beat on that dead horse, but like you get like crossover gens like even 6D3, right? Although like 6D3 is kind of like a generation,
like a super gen.
yeah, like a super gen. But like I was trying to think like 5th gen. Are there crossover with 5th gen and other gens?
There's
D2
Hitsumabushi and
5D2.
Yeah, 5D2. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yuzu, Kokona, and Mirako, right? For example. But then they probably go to the same school. That's why they're close. But yeah, whatever, right? Whatever the reason, right? At least like you see those cross-gen interactions, and it's like it's more fun to see. And like I think if there is something negative we will say about 7th gen is that they don't interact a lot, and so we wish they would. Or maybe we just don't see it.
Kind of insular, like with themselves.
Yeah.
Very individually mind.
Yeah. Like I'd love to see like more like for example like Fuwa and Kokona interaction or something.
The awkward deer and Kokona tells her how to stop looking like she's a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of got that with some of the wine and stuff they've been doing. Like the America's.
I think part of it is COVID.
Sad
Like, even if they go out to like, they're discouraged from going out to eat, and then like even if they do, they can't post it.
Fuck, they've been going to like USJ and stuff.
Unless you're Yuina doesn't give shit.
Yeah.
Because it's
like
I guess like the USJ stuff.
Yuina's an
with
essential
like
worker.
Yeah.
I mean, like someone like Yuina, for example. Like I think it needs to come from the senpai side. Like someone like Yuina goes like, "Oh hey, Fuwa, let's go have lunch."
Unfortunately, Wink doesn't have 7th gens.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't need to restrict herself to like her own members, right? She can go across the aisle and
but it just give.
I mean, she already is doing that with.
She is, yeah. Now she is. Now that, especially now that she's appearing in a lot of other groups.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we look forward to that. Like someone like Sion is she's very gregarious. She approaches people herself, right? Yeah. So that's the thing that I'm looking forward to.
But she's also not really a 7th gen.
I mean, she took the audition same time as 7th gen.
Yeah, but then she had to make friends by herself. That's why. She's by herself. That's why she has to like make so much effort to make friends.
That's true.
Okay.
So then, like, she did that with 7th gen, but then also with like Yuzu and like Yuina. Like, she married Yuzu and Uka and Chihi.
But like even looking at Kyunmart, right? Like I was hoping that like the Kyunmart people, like obviously like let's say Nagisa is like her own thing, right? Like that's asking too much of her. But like like someone like Kojirin or Yuzu or
Karen,
right?
Yeah.
Like be close with become close with like IP or Wakanyan. But basically, what just happened is that IP and Wakanyan became close.
Yeah.
And they're separate from the other Kyunmarts.
And the other 7 gens.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not that bad. Like they've only been around for a year, right? So there's plenty of time for all of this to happen, especially like with COVID and all of that. But like if we're basically just saying this, like if we had like a criticism of 7th gen, this would be it.
Yeah. And I forgot this. Like, there's like this one good thing about 7th gen is we have had no graduations for any of these members.
Fuck you! Now you said it.
I curse this now.
Knock on wood. Like turn around 3 times and spit.
Throw salt over your shoulder.
Don't ching it, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, still, because has there been any? What generations have we had? Any generations that like not had any graduations
In the first year?
Yeah, besides like first.
No, first gen had that too. I mean, I wouldn't know.
D1?
It would D1. Yeah, D1.
Because there's only 4 members or something.
Yeah, probably but then D1 is barely a gen. Or Post Yamada or something like that, right? Yeah, so maybe it is 7th gen. Because D2 had it too. D3 didn't. Well, I think D3. Did 6th gen have a early graduation either?
Yeah, you had Ogawa Yui.
Huh? No, Horimomo.
Oda Yui?
Osada.
Oh, Osawa yeah.
Yeah, Osawa.
Oh. Whatever.
I think she was the first one.
Anyway. Yeah, I think they're shaping up pretty well.
Yeah, I like the potential 7th gen. Like, I think I mentioned this when 7th gen was revealed. I said like I didn't see like center potential with them, but now I do.
Should we talk about her?
Are we gonna talk about
start
her?
Off with?
Well, that's not her.
That's not her. she's a potential, right? She's one of your favorites, though.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, we'll just go down the line, alphabetical by their names.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Mo-chan, Asano Momoka.
Yeah, it's very cute.
She's cute.
That's it, and that's it basically. Yes.
This kind of something like we kind of expected her maybe to be a bit bigger, a bit more farther ahead, but she's definitely middle of the pack.
Yeah, she is middle of the pack. Like
even lower because like she gets bumped in and out of the Kinkyusei stage a lot.
I think because like she had trouble like keeping up with the dancing.
Yeah,
And I think that stunted her growth. I think
pun, not literally because she's still short.
She's super short. Yeah, but yeah, I think that was like a big negative for her. Like she was having trouble like keeping up, like because she was delayed for Kenkyusei stage, and then she was also delayed for like the Mido stage, right? Or was she? Anyways, whatever. So
yeah, Mochan.
Yeah, I mean, I like her. She's cute, and like I've seen some of her showroom. She seems, very Genki, like good personality. Her sister is very funny. Like one time, I saw a showroom with her sister, and her sister was the one who pushed her to join NMB.
I see. All right. Next, Orisaka Koharu. So this is definitely kind of like she's definitely kind of an unfortunate case, I guess. But she's kind of made do with her time disadvantage.
I think with her, I'm just surprised that she hasn't graduated.
Yeah.
Exactly right. I was impressed on how management and Kohatan still found way to give Kohatan job though. Yeah, despite her unable to perform at theater.
Yeah, they created the encore girl for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's still able to like kind of participate, even though she can't do the full 100% of what NMB does. Like basically, she can do variety, Gravure, and then like MC stuff, kind of,
and ballad songs in concerts.
Ballad songs, yeah. Yeah. And I guess like she kind of has like this weird personality. I think she's trying to become like the next like Horishion or Harakaren or Udon, like with the whole like Ureshitake stuff.
Yeah. Well, did you talk about what was unfortunate about her? It's like she has the heart injury, like the circulatory injury. Not injury, like disease.
Yeah, some kind of health issue with her heart. So basically, she can't do any, intense physical activity for long periods of time. But yeah, I mean, she's hanging on, so I think that's good.
Yeah, good for her. I hope. Well, I can't say that she's found her niche, but she's looking for it. So I hope she finds it. Because
she probably has to work harder now because she
can't perform.
Doesn't have she can't perform. Yeah, so that's just really impressive that she's still doing stuff. Okay, here's the big one, Ryan's favorite. We have Kamino Zeon.
Why just me?
Because you're the loudest one about her.
Am I?
You and Sleeves.
Yeah. Well, I think she has like a lot of potential. I think like if like a center will come out of 7th gen, I think she has the best shot at it. Her or Fuwa, but. I think the advantage of Zeon is like she's a good dancer, and well, I don't know. Based on 11th gen, seemed like management liked her. I don't know what happened after that, but I think she has a lot of potential, untapped potential, and watch the Halloween videos. Those are really cute.
Yeah,
they have like 200 views.
Huh?
They have like 200 views.
Well, then make it 201. Watch it.
It's subbed on the Teppen subs Twitter.
On the Twitter account.
Yeah.
All 3 parts.
Yeah. Oh, what do you guys?
She's definitely really cute.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely got notice of her in the Kinkyusei stage when she was like the original Tonari Banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch her stages, but yeah, the video is really cute. Like for now, like her awkward, like childish way of speaking is okay, but yeah, I don't know. I think she needs to be centered. She needs to like outgrow that and be more like Ion.
That's true. Well, and the thing with her is like she's a very big fan of Ayan. So I think she can do it. Like, I mean, that's, I have a feeling. And I am rarely wrong. Or maybe I never tell people when I'm wrong, so
or you deny that you are wrong.
that's true.
Fake news.
I think she's gonna do it. Like, as long as nothing extracurricular pops up or whatever. Obviously, there's always that caveat. Like, look at Rinachi. I had hopes for her, and she just drank it all away. So, but yeah, I have a better feeling with Xion though than I did with Rinachi.
Yeah, I just hope that she's gonna survive long enough and not having problem with her study.
That's true, because nowadays, I think Matt has alluded to this before, where we always say it's better for them to be young, but then we always run into the I'm going up to high
It's the
school.
magic number 18, 20, 16.
Yeah, and then you start thinking about your future, right? And then you know what? Peace out.
Yeah.
So I hope she stays long enough. I mean, she's 14, 15, something.
14.
Yeah, 14.
There's plenty of time. So
yeah, hopefully this hiatus isn't too much of a setback for her.
yeah, that's true.
She can bounce back from it.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to tell if anyone from NMB management is listening, give me back my 400 yen. Because the day I signed up for her Momome is the day she stopped sending Momome. So it's I don't know.
You chose poorly.
Yeah, it's the worst time to do it. Actually,
It's your fault.
yeah, probably. Someone in management saw oh, someone signed up for Xion. Time to announce the hiatus. So yeah.
All right. Next, Kuroda Fua. Another, I guess, big favorite here.
I mean, she's very cute. So
Very cute, very tall.
that's all
she
you
likes
need.
Video games.
That's all you need. You need to be cute and tall. It's okay.
Yeah, whereas Xion is cute and small.
Yeah.
Fua is cute and tall.
Well, no, Xion's probably middle of the pack. Mochan's the cute and small.
But she's cute and smaller.
Smaller.
Fun size. Cute and fun size.
Yeah.
Anyway, Fua, yeah. She definitely, I think, is really a lot of untapped potential for her.
Yeah, and she did she centered Zetsumetsu Kurogami Shoujo in 11th anniversary. That's big. That's a big sign of confidence from management.
Yeah, I mean, even Akarin,
Yeah, Akarin
I told her
made
too.
her center of Will Be Idol. But management pulled her out.
Yeah.
Gave her the test.
Yeah, I've been seeing more. Yeah, again, I didn't watch the Kinkisei stage much, but then when I see her in Mixed Juice sometimes, she looks a lot better in performance lately. Looks much less lost and awkward.
Yeah.
How about expressions?
Yeah, getting better for sure.
She still I look at her Twitter and she still has the deer in headlights look.
Yeah, but it's getting better.
It's getting better. Yeah, I mean Kokona had the deer in headlights look for a couple of years too, so
I think it's because her TikTok video covering a lot of K-pop video that helped her. That helped her in expression department.
Oh, now Matt hates her. So,
I mean,
you had to mention.
Her dancing is pretty good in those, so she has potential.
Yeah. I hope. Yeah. I think. The size difference between her and Xion so large that I can't say that I hope they become rivals or something, because it's just gonna look really weird.
It's David and Goliath.
Yeah, you can't do a double center with them.
that fits with the biblical theme.
That's the theme of the video, David and Goliath. But yeah.
Xeon.
But
Xeon and Goliath.
oh, because like David is the king of the whatever. I'm not gonna say that.
Takoyaki Party, your source for vaguely remembered biblical stories.
Yeah, or vaguely remembered Sunday school stuff. But I think Fua has a lot of potential. Like I look forward to seeing more of her. I don't know. I hope she gets more confidence. Like she seems like she has a lot of confidence though. She just looks lost a lot of times.
She definitely has like good experience, like expressions and smiling and looks eye contact at the shows. Like when I went there,
that's
definitely
good.
Couldn't keep my eyes off her.
I think maybe she just needs to do a better job with variety. Maybe because every time I've seen her in like camp or something, she's always done terrible.
She watched the Yugata that she was on just now recently.
She needs to do more gaming.
Yeah, that was good. Because Usagi, one of the hosts of Yugata, originally picked her as Oshi. Yeah. But then he like his joke now, his thing now is that he Oshi hens every episode. And like she like was able to like joke with him like, hey, are you gonna Oshi hen again? Stuff like that.
Oh,
okay.
And then they keep on joking about this like weird like tension between them whenever they're both on stage. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
But I think Fu was like kind of like my pick for like top member. Like basically, if I'm like putting my flag down, who I want to like succeed as number one is her.
So do you think if for example like you go into a coma and then you wake up like it's 3 years later or something and someone tells you, hey Matt, did you see the new NMB single, like the 7th gen girl is center?
I'll be like, you fool got in? Okay. I feel like my first thought might be like, Misaki, what? But I think probably be Fua.
I see.
I don't think she'll be first to get into Senbatsu, but I think she'll be first to...
Really? I think she's the closest.
Center.
Oh, wait, maybe Sion's the closest, actually. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Next we have Satsuki Aika, IP. Gosh. Talking about character.
Where to start, right?
Yeah. You can go in so many directions with her, and none of them are good.
I think she's very, very similar to Anshu. Like, she reminds me of Anshu so much. Like, in all the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Like, the expressions. Like, I think IP has like the best expressions of everybody, like entire NMB. Like that's how good she is with expressions. Like I don't know if that translates to like performance or whatever, right? But I think she's very, very good at like her face is very good at
very emotive.
Yeah, very emotive face, which is good for like stage actress or something, right?
Yeah.
But I think
that's probably the Anshu parallel.
Yeah. And they're both tall and thin. And yeah, I don't know. She's like a hot mess.
Hot mess, constant meltdowns on Twitter and in other places.
Like, did she like she had trouble breathing because like she wasn't promoted?
Yeah. That concert.
I mean, I applaud her, like,
passion.
Yeah, but like, come on.
she's over dramatic.
Yeah.
I just
like,
hope she can direct her energy positively.
Yeah. I think she's okay. Like she'll learn to I don't know, like because like Anshu was here for like 9 years and she never was able to do it.
Yeah, I definitely don't think IP is like a frontliner or anything, but she's definitely a solid middle of the pack member, and but like a member you want to have around just for like her her expressiveness.
Yeah. I mean, I really like IP. I think like she's one of my like 7th gen favorites. Like putting aside like whether I think she's gonna be successful or not, I think I find her very entertaining.
Mm.
So I wish she would do well. I hope she would do well.
Okay, so then next we got Wakanyan, Sumino Wakana. And she's actually has grown on me as well, like in terms of variety.
Yeah.
Like she definitely like kind of like in some of the quiz stuff, like she'll set herself up as like having like a big head and then it just blows up in her face. So she's really funny in that sense.
I thought like Wakana at the start, she was like Kohatan to me, like doesn't really leave much of an impression. But she's like, shown herself to be very good at like talking.
Variety,
Yeah.
talking. Yeah, she's very talky.
Yeah, I thought the most impressed I was with Kohata, because I don't really watch a lot of media nowadays, but like the most impressed I was with Wakanyan was in the Werewolf, the 7th gen Werewolf in 24 Hours last year.
Yeah.
Where she was amazing there. She just led the whole game until the end, like because everyone else were idiots, and she just like was leading everyone through because she was the Kyojin, like the madman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she almost single-handedly won it for the werewolves. If like Mikey
Misaki,
wasn't that, yeah. I think it was Misaki or Zeon or someone who had like no fucking clue what was going on.
Well, I think Misaki knew what was going on, but no one listened to her.
Yeah.
That sounds like
I
her
think
career
Zeon was
in
the one that
general.
ruined it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of noticed Wakanyan, so because I don't watch Kenkyusei or Q-Mart stages. So when Matt asked me to like check parts of that Hanya quiz YNN thing, she caught my eye in that. Like because she was like pretty funny when she talked, funny and cute when she talked. And she's improving like, and like her selfies on Twitter are really cute lately. So
I really like her way of talking. Like she has like this very mellow tone.
It's like kind of mellow, sarcastic.
I don't know if it's sarcastic, but it's very mellow. But yeah,
she has like the heaviest kansai ben of everyone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them aren't even from Kansai.
Only a couple of them. Also, she's obsessed with cats.
No, that's very funny. She's allergic to cats, but her nickname is Wakanyan, which is
and she likes cats.
Which is a meow. Yeah, and she likes cats.
But she wears like cat sweaters and stuff. It's really funny.
Does she have a
really
cat?
Funny. I think so.
Yeah, she has.
How does she have a cat and she's allergic
she has
to cats?
One or two cats. I don't know. I think Karen has a cat allergy too. Because her voice is always nasally. Like she has allergies.
Okay, whatever.
Okay. So the next, Hayakawa Yunanan.
This is she gets the Harakaren award for try hard.
Try hard effort, and then like definitely
110%.
110%. Her smile is like grew contagious for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just makes me like you feel good when you see her smile and like be all bubbly and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think she's like behind like Mighty and Anju in terms of like your hardworking theater girls. Like she was probably like next in line to get promoted if they were going to be doing promotion.
I think Yunanan is less the hardworking theater girl and more just the hardworking, right? Like she does like Mighty and Anju, like are good dancers, good theater performers. But I can't say that Yuna is a good theater performer. But she does everything like full throttle, like the showroom stuff, the TikTok, the whatever. Like the SNS.
She did a whole year of like daily showroom, right?
Yeah. And she got like a regular show out of it.
Yeah.
So good for her. I mean, I hope some of what she's been doing translates.
Yeah, into the thing. I mean, she definitely is like second or third position in the Kyusei stage, so it's definitely.
Really? I don't know what the positions are anymore. So.
Yeah, she's definitely front of the line.
I see. Isn't number 2 Sion?
Sion. So that's actually been weird because they've been changing positions a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like I think Mitaki even has a new position now.
She's not 7th.
Yeah, it's I think they're just like testing out the waters and stuff.
I see.
Because getting a bit more improved and stuff. But yeah. Well, I remember someone commented like Yuna's comment or Yuna's dress in the stage, like it reminds them of Satsuki from Totoro. Because it's kind of like big, kind of like goofy looking dress. Yeah. And I definitely see it.
It's because Yunana's very small.
Yeah.
Like Mochan is small, but she doesn't like you're not. So when you see her, you're surprised that she's small. But like you look at Yunana and you know she's small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we got Hirayama Mighty 4.
Yeah, she was the 7th gen center during Yumenige, the first one.
Yeah, and she's kind of become like
reliable.
Both unofficially and I guess also officially, that she's like become the leader of 7th gen in terms of like captain like leadership.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they did like Sokaku or whatever, right? She becomes captain of a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one thing I've come to like about her, she's like really mature. I mean, she looks really mature. She's very tall and like she looks smart. Like that's what they say all the time. And like she has leadership. But then she's actually like super cutesy and like kind of like clumsy in a very endearing way. Like you see that a lot in Variety. Yeah, I mean, obviously her performance is really good. That's why she was one of the first to be promoted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, Mighty's awesome. We just don't have a lot to say about her because she's so awesome. she's too mighty for us.
I think so. She's also like one of the things people complain about her. I guess her teeth. Like she has braces now. And yeah, I think she has the potential to be really pretty if she, I don't know,
works on that.
I'm trying to say this nicely. Like, I mean, she can be polished up a little more, I guess. Like once she grows into her, all that.
Yeah. But I think probably definitely like one of the stronger 7th gen members. I don't think definitely not going to be like center or anything, but or superstar or whatever, but definitely strong leader. I can see her getting into Sambatsu if they wanted to be interesting and like put in a bunch of 7th gens.
Only if they stand talent.
Yeah,
I mean that's the thing. Like she's a great performer, but then like she's missing the X factor, I guess, to really be more popular or a center candidate. But I think she's trying. Like she's also trying to do like a sporty character, like starting to like learn about Hanshin Tigers. Like management wants to breed a successor to Chihi.
I think she should like aim a bit higher than that, but okay.
Fuck you.
Hey, Sayaka and Ion were Toriko.
That's true. She should aim for that. I think she likes Ion or Sayaka. I think she was one of the girls who was like big Sayaka fans. But like IP took over the oh my god, I'm fangirling because I saw Sayaka thing. Kind of feel bad for the other girls too, right? Like obviously all of them want to fangirl over Sayaka, but like IP was just like, losing it.
Yeah. All right, next I guess kind of like following the trend of Mighty, we got Manabe Anju, I think they get very similar, like great performer, great dancer.
And then,
Anju mode.
Yeah, I kind of like
more like
her trying Anju mode character though. Just maybe need to ask some advice from others, maybe.
Is she doing it on purpose? That's the thing. Like, if she's doing it on purpose for the jokes, then okay. But if she's not doing it for the jokes, then I'm kind of scared for her.
I mean, we've turned her into a meme.
Yeah. the grandma look.
The Anju bot and the cringe
Yeah.
emote. So like it's hard to separate that from her now. Like I mean, so she was just from like looks and like first impressions, she was my initial pick. I don't watch her that much. But yeah, she's a good performer. And she's funny. Yeah, she's funny in variety, but it's at her expense. Like she's the biggest bokeh ever.
She's the clueless type.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean that's what makes her funny, right? Like she has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, so you need like someone to wrangle her in variety.
Yeah. She's amazing in like athletic stuff too.
Yeah. Like the jump rope thing.
Yeah.
the jump rope, and then like in the Sad Haru, she like does the bouldering really easily.
Yeah, she's super athletic. I don't know, like, I mean, obviously Jeff has like soft spot for theater girl ish members, but like,
talent.
yeah. Well, why aren't you a big like Kojima Karin fan? But
She's not that great at dancing.
she was like the original like 5th gen theater girl. And so I can't say that like, you know, being a theater girl won't get you very far, because, you know, look at Kojirin. But like for me, like Mighty and Anju do give off the theater girl vibes. And, you know, there's not really a lot of future in just becoming a theater girl. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
She definitely. So I mean, I was saying this before, like with Mighty, like she seems like in par with Mighty, but like whereas Mighty's more like its leadership, Anju's more variety.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like I kind of like put them like both, like they both rank kind of like around the same spot.
Yeah.
And now it just depends like whether I like leadership but more than variety.
Yeah, I think both of them, like, obviously I don't think they're gonna be like front members, and I you know,
No.
with the caveat that like obviously no one ever saw like Kojirin coming up, so hard to say. But yeah, I can't see like if they get into Senbatsu, it would be like, you know, back row ish.
Yeah, I think it's like when like your front line old guard people are all completely gone. We have to fill it up with.
Yeah, you know, like the Chihis, Ukas, Momones of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be solid replacements of.
And
for
then
them.
they'll be dropped for the test, and
Yes.
then you'll have to see if they stay around to become like Chihiyu.
That's true. The NMB patented test.
Okay, next, Yoshino Misaki.
Nah.
So, definitely the one like I was most excited for, like when she was, you know, announced and revealed.
But
like, it's like hasn't quite lived up to my expectations.
what were your expectations?
I guess like in my mind, I was expecting like, you know, like Sally and Maki, you know, right?
Oh my god. That
But then
that would be the
realize, wait,
worst
she's-
thing to ever
or
happen to
or
her.
go to Lala or something, right?
That would
But
be
then, like,
that's actually it's better that she didn't turn out that way.
Yeah,
she didn't become like meme queen or whatever.
yeah. I keep
Because then even then we get a bunch of rando people like who are there's in it for the memes, but don't actually care for the group.
yeah. I keep saying this is that you should Misaki is less an American girl who is an idol, and she's more like a Japanese girl who speaks English,
Yeah.
right? Because
Which, I mean,
all her
that's what,
interests are Japanese. Like she's
Except
she's
Taco
like
Bell.
super Japanese. Well, Taco Bell is like she's just saying it for Matt's sake.
I mean, she went there though.
So what?
Anyway,
I've been to
but,
McDonald's.
she's-
That doesn't make me a McDonald's fan. Actually, I like McDonald's. But like, I've been to Taco Bell. That doesn't make me a Taco Bell fan.
No, I mean,
That's
it's
only
an
because
acquired
Matt
taste.
dragged you there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's an acquired taste.
It's a shit. It's a
And-
shit place.
But I mean,
Anyways.
so the irony.
Anyway, I think a closer analog would be like a Goto Lala, I guess, because that's probably more what we're describing as like a Japanese person who speaks English, and her interests are more
Well,
Japanese focused.
Well,
Misaki
Goto
speaks
Lala-
better English than the Gotolala.
Yeah, exactly.
But Kohatan was interested in being a journalist or
Yeah, reporter.
So like
It's like definitely internationally minded, I
yeah,
guess.
and then Misaki.
Just
I mean,
happened to
she's-
grow up in the
she's-
U.S.
I mean, she's too young to like talk about big issues like that. But she
Yeah.
like management clearly is asking her to keep up the English speaking character. Like initially, she tried to downplay it, right? Like
Yeah.
in her showroom, in the first few days, she was reading a bunch of English comments, but then eventually stopped.
It's like ignores them, yeah.
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 But then now management, like clearly it was staff's idea to say, oh, you should put an American flag in your Twitter name. And then, like, keep doing those English lyric translations,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, and then like in the lobby, she like has an English. She does like the English version of like the lobby talk of
Oh, she does?
welcome to
Oh,
NMB
that's
48
interesting.
Theater. Welcome to NMB 48 Theater. Please put all your belongings in a clear plastic bag. If you have any questions, talk to the staff. We're asking you to wear a mask going inside. So because they have like Reiko doing the Japanese version, and then they have Misaki doing the English
Isn't
version.
that IP?
No, it's Reiko.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then this is like I think this was made at least several months ago though, so well before Sion, but they could probably add a
Korean version.
Korean version if they wanted to. It's just kind of funny though that they have that in there.
They should do a Chinese version actually. That's
Well, I think it would have been like
Ogawa
Ogawa
Yuka.
Yuka would have done that.
yeah. Well, she's gone now.
Versus-
But yeah,
so neat.
the thing with Misaki is like I think we talked about this before. I think she like it's pointless to go for like the English speaking audience because they're not really idol fans.
And then like of the ones that are, so few of them actually will like
Spend money.
go and buy.
Yeah.
Spend money on you.
Yeah, that's why like yeah, it's hard. You mentioned this before, like the English speaking girls don't really become famous. They won't become popular other than Goto
No.
Lala. But then Goto Lala
Yeah.
is different because she was pushed like as a center, and then it
Yeah.
just turns out like she speaks English. So there's a difference.
I think many of her fans like her because of the center race or whatever, not so much as the English stuff.
Yeah,
So that's kind of the best of both worlds.
yeah,
You could get your English speaking, and then without it being a disadvantage to her.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, like maybe if Misaki gets another character or has something else to build up upon, it'll be like that. But right now, I guess this is the easiest thing to build her character.
Yeah, because they talked about this before, like, so like she and Xion are the same age, but like they're both kind of opposites. Like Xion is more kiddie, whereas Misaki is more
Mature.
kind of mature
Yeah.
and grown up. They do comment on how mature she is.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't know if that does her any favors. Like, eventually it will, like, if she survives that long. But right now, it's not doing her any favors because she's not getting, like, the lolicons and all of that.
Yeah, like actually, like she looks really pretty, especially lately. Like she looks
Yeah.
very mature for her age.
Yeah.
So like in the future, I think she'll be really pretty. But then, It's how to
if she lasts that long.
Yeah, it's how to bridge that gap.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically Misaki, like I can't even say like I see a lot of potential in her, but like I can say that like she could turn into something great.
I think she can only go up.
Well, obviously she's at the very bottom. So
All
Right.
of them can.
But
only
even
go
then,
up.
like I think like when we talk about the 1 year in review, she's definitely improved her dancing and stuff. She hasn't like screwed up royally.
that's true. But the thing with her, like, okay, I'm gonna praise her in a way because like she doesn't give off the like, you know, I'm scared vibe. The like, you know, the staff
Coconut.
always shouts at me because I suck at dancing. You know, I'm gonna give up. Like she doesn't do that.
Well,
She's
I
always like
wonder-
very confident. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, right? But that's the vibe she gives off.
That's her American side.
Yeah.
Overconfidence.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think she's gonna be like, you know, Koto-chan or something who's like, you know, always at the bottom. I think if Misaki grows up a bit, like maybe 15, 16, and you know grows into her looks, like, you know, she's gonna, you know, leave, you know, Kohatan or something in the dust.
Yeah. It's kind of like Mario Kart, and like Kohatan got like the turbo at the beginning of the race right now.
But like one is 7th, one is 8th though, so
Hey, the blue shell can still hit you. The red shell or whatever.
you're like you know, Zeon and Fuo have just like passed them again, the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, she befriended Miru somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna say like she's like not afraid of anything.
That's like the lightning bolt or whatever. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And everyone's like confused for a hot second.
Yeah, I mean,
I think if she keeps on like networking, she can probably at least like make friends with the right people.
yeah, I think that's
That can help.
important, right? Like making friends with the right people. Like let's say like, you know, Nagisa features her on her YouTube channel or something.
Well, she did already.
Oh, she actually did, yeah. Features her more.
That could definitely help her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's definitely something kind of weird, like
And
I
growing,
won't
it's
say I'm
growing pains.
disappointed,
Growing
but
pains.
yeah, it's
Like,
growing pains definitely.
Loli's always run into this problem anyway, so it's good for it's not good actually, but I mean at least, you know, she's going through it now, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, then let's move on to Watamu.
Yeah.
And I think she's probably like the most successful of the 7 gens. And that's mostly because of the Gravure push, and then also kind of the adult
Is she though?
Hara.
In terms of outside,
Like early on, she had a really good push, like with the sales and stuff.
Isn't
So everyone's
Sion the
boosted
most successful? I have no idea.
Watch, I think even like Mighty has like that weird whale that bought out all of her slots.
Yeah.
Well,
But I feel like
in terms of
no, go ahead.
Twitter followers, she is the most successful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she has like the most like kind of like mainstream appeal, and that's not mainstream appeal. I guess it's most popularity, general popularity of the 7 gens.
Yeah.
And that's probably a big part of that is like the whole Gravure thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
She did have the most followers until Sion, but Sion is kind of like a weird like
wild
misnomer.
card.
Yeah, wild card. But you know, I mean, she's been in like Senbatsu for multiple things, for like the Hirakata Park Senbatsu, the Takopa, not Koitaku.
Yeah. I mean,
So she has like the strong like push. Maybe it's because of age, you know, because she is 24, so they're kind of like fast tracking her while they still have her.
yeah. I mean, that's
But
part of that.
I hope like, you know, she'll like will break the age barrier.
The 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean Shion is already doing that, but who can say?
Yeah. I hope. Well, obviously she has to, right? Or else, like, her time is almost up.
They just kind of wasted, 2 years here
because of COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is like, it is time for her, for management to decide, right, whether they want to push her or she just falls back to being like whatever, random gravy girl. There's not much to say about Miyu actually.
Like I said, like she's definitely very, she has a lot of, her performance is pretty good too.
I just checked; she's not in Koitako.
Oh shit! Well, for the sake of my argument, she is.
Well, no one would probably argue with it because no one plays that game.
Yeah.
Except me.
Despite, they keep on doing promotions, like now they're doing the Christmas promotion stuff.
Got me to actually play right now.
Yeah. And then in the performance, like, she's been doing the solo stuff. Like she took it away from Fuwa in the Kinkyusei stage. But yeah.
Yeah, she improved a lot by being in Leopage. And she's really close with Yumin. Actually, yeah, that's one senpai interaction there. Since we talked about that earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Last, this is kind of weird because it's not quite a year for her. It's only been like 3 months. Only not 4 months.
But it feels like a year.
Feels like a year for her. Because, she's like... Yeah, it's a Lyceon. 7.5 Gen member. But yeah, she definitely has like... Somehow she's accomplished more in 3 months than some of these members have in a year. Like, obviously, there's the whole, like, she's Korean, so you get a lot of the Korean fans and the weird K-popper people.
I mean, management clearly is playing for that because they set up all the interviews with her for, like, K-pop news sites and, like, radio shows.
Yeah.
And it's working so far, so she just needs to translate this, like, social media hype into actual sales, because she hasn't done a real Hanashikai yet.
Yeah, the only one is the fake one in the middle of the group ones where she just got stealth dropped.
Yeah. So and then,
but I think she has potential to do pretty well.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people show up for her.
Yeah, I think no one questions her like dedication to NMB because she moved to Japan before she was even guaranteed to like continue to the next stage of auditions.
Mm-hmm.
So and then she, appeared in the Kenkyusei stage, and then she's already appeared in 2 groups for the Osaka Damashi stage. So she's like other members say, she basically lives in the studio practicing. So she's really hard worker and like has befriended a lot of senpai already. It really integrated herself into the group quickly.
Yeah, and like her, I've definitely grown on her over the past 12 months. Like some of her variety stuff, she's really funny, and she actually fits in pretty well with NMB.
Yeah, it's really impressive, her Yugata appearance, like being a non-native Japanese speaker and being able to keep up on a comedy show. Like, she's not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
I like her for the different like perspective she brings. Basically, she's getting like a lot of like these random eyes on to NMB, so that's always good.
Yeah.
So good for her. She's had the shortest history out of anyone, so it's hard to say.
Yeah. So I feel like she's still pretty successful. I feel like she's like ahead of like Kohatan and I guess Misaki even in terms of like progress.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, she definitely could seem like she could get into Sabatsu pretty soon.
Yeah, but she's also 21, so there's quite a big difference there.
But yeah, I guess overall, that's 7th Gen. Kind of like our look back at their progress over the year. It was kind of our last chance to kind of do one of these kind of things for them because 8th Gen is around the corner. Some people think they're going to come around next week, and some think probably next year. I'm more in the camp. I think we're not going to get them until January. What do you guys think about 8th Gen?
Yeah, probably January.
I don't know. I'm hoping for next week.
Yeah, I am also hoping for next week too.
Oh shit! So we're in a tie.
Wait, was there something specific about next week?
No, it will be a week before 24 hours.
Yeah, I just hope that they will be included in 24-hour.
Oh my god. I mean, 7th Gen, I guess, was on YNN a day after their reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was only like a 2-hour thing, not 24 hours.
No,
I mean,
even if there's an 8th Gen thing in 24 hours, it's gonna be one corner, right? So
Yeah.
it's fine. It's not like 24 hours is not gonna be about them, but like it's the best way to get eyes onto them if they want, because like a lot of Wotas watch 24 hour.
Yeah, also we need more members now.
Yeah,
Yes.
the number of hours per member will be very high unless we add more.
Yeah. Yeah, some will probably be doing double, triple, quadruple duty
Yeah,
on some of these bits.
like walk up on.
But yeah, okay. So who knows when that will be. Also on a note of things that are happening this year, the Golden Takoyaki Awards are happening this month. So this time, we've kind of crowdsourced the nominations on the Discord channel. So what it is, I basically made a bunch of channels for people to nominate different winners. We have 18 categories to go through. So we have a bunch of nominations for those, and then actually currently are in the voting process. That's going to be going until Thursday night, I believe. Thursday, 8 p.m. Japan time. So if you're listening to this, and you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Find the fan projects, the 2021 awards category. There's a Google Drive, Google Forms voting page there. You can go there to vote. Also, if you vote, you can also enter into a raffle to win some NMB swag that we've accumulated over the past year. Go join the Discord. Find the voting page. Do 10 posts so you get access to the Gravure channels. And then you'll be good. Is it 10 posts or 20 posts? I don't know. I think we are going to be doing those next week. Yes.
That's the plan.
That's the plan, yeah. So it's going to be a lot of awards. I think how it'll be going out is I'm going to be spreading them out over the course of a couple weeks. Like 2 or 3 awards a day. We'll be doing one big recording, but it'll be broken up into multiple parts for you to enjoy. So I'll have the fan voting results, and then also we'll have our own like collaborative results in that. That's kind of like the plan. But yeah, check out the votes. Vote. Please vote once. Don't stack the votes. Don't rig the votes. Yeah, there's that.
Except if it's rigging it against Chihi, then go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Only one person will complain about that.
Nominated for anything.
Oh, that's right.
Because I knew no one would vote for her anyway.
Put
So
her in.
I spare you the displeasure.
Well, sis was nominated in Best Short Award, I think.
Yeah, that was the only one. That's the only one I nominated her for.
But
It's
maybe,
not exactly.
Maybe-
yeah.
Because you wouldn't shit directly on her. You would only shit on her shirt.
That's disgusting, Jeff. What the fuck? No. Maybe we could add, and this is an amazing segue I'm giving you, Matt. Maybe we can add Marin to one of the categories there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Disappointing member one.
to
Which
become
is-
hottest
yeah.
mess nomination.
Yes. Yeah.
Is she hottest mess or
Disappointing cursed member.
cursed?
Yeah,
cursed,
kind
disappointing, or hottest
Disappointing,
mess? Oh,
Yeah.
there's
All the above.
yeah.
All right, and that's going to do it for this edition of NMB Takoyaki Party. Thanks for listening, and be sure to tune in next week and the next few days for the Golden Takoyaki Awards.